Oh, how y'all doing? What's up? I'm gonna go where y'all can see me. How y'all doing? What's up? It's your man Rico. Oh, wait a minute. If I can go into the light. There it is. Whew, my Lord. What's going on my Facebook page? These are my thoughts, not yours. What's good? So my thoughts, not yours. This also ended up on my YouTube channel, Rico the Opinionist. Okay. Y'all saw the title of this Facebook page, this Facebook post. And not so shocking news. Democrats sweep the primaries in Memphis City and Shelby County races. So it automatically went to my head, because I'm from Memphis. I've been away for quite a while, but I've always come home and I've always stayed in tune with what was going on in my hometown. And it's just wild. The more they're supposed to change, the more they remain the same. And of course I was well versed and well made abreast of the changing of the district or the realignment or the redistricting of District 9, where I grew up and always lived in. It made it into like 3 separate districts. Isn't that something? Including Nashville voters. I said, damn, they really carved that thing up. But the issue here is, the black sections of Memphis still going to get Democratic representation. So it means things are still going to be the same. You're still going to have these economically disenfranchised black sections of Memphis, which is 70% of the city, 80% of the city, because Memphis is 24% Caucasian. And the Republican Party is like very low. It's not high. The Shelby County and Memphis is like 90% black, 90% Democrat. So we don't stand a chance at any progress because people there tend to vote the same way. They vote the same way when I lived there up until age 37. I'm 57 now. And black Memphians still vote the same way. And the white voters who're supposed to be Democrat, they cross over and they vote Republican. So it's the same old nonsense. And every year, the same old fear-mongering tactics from the Democratic Party. They're attacking your rights. They're attacking your rights. Americans' voting rights are not going anywhere. Americans. Now, if you're an illegal immigrant and all that, well, that's your ass. And ICE will come knocking on your door. Cross your fingers. And so, and I looked at it, said the same old candidates won, so it means it's going to be the same old Memphis. Meaning not the white sections. The white sections of Memphis have always thrived under this Democratic leadership. It's the black sections, where I'm from, 3108. And then you have South Memphis, 3106. And then instead of making things better, like Binghamton, they rather gentrify and get rid of the people. And that's not going so great. They put up some new stuff there, but it's not really, improvements. I've been home. It's a lot of cool stuff they built. And it's still, in 30 years, Memphis is still in behind as it relates to structurally. It's still behind. It's still like a little small town. Hell, in the suburbs of Dallas-Fort Worth make Memphis look crazy. Because one thing about these suburbs, they don't mind getting the cranes out and digging up stuff and putting in new structures and remodeling structures and, making it look like somewhere where you pay taxes, where you pay rent, and where you enjoy walking outside. Inside of Dallas, there are parts of Black Dallas that's been gentrified out and all that. But I'm saying all this to say, I don't know why people continue to vote these same people in. And no, I'm out of District 9. That seemed to be the race that everybody's watching. And we saw the outcome of that. Justin Pearson, he MLK, Medgar Evers his way, Dennis Afro his way into winning that. And what I'm reading, London Lamar is kind of pissed. She's like the little feminist. I'm glad she didn't win anyway. Ugh, terrible. Feminists, I can't stand these hoes. Feminists are anti-man, anti-nuclear family. They are awful people. They're studdish looking and acting very mean. They're not very nice people. Feminists are evil bitches, and I do not like them. So I'm glad she didn't win. But then you didn't get any better with Justin. If y'all could tell me, now I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna give him his credit. When it comes to environmental issues, he's great. He's really good at it. He stopped the pipeline. He's trying to work on getting the water clean out there in South Memphis, over near President's Island in that district. But that's about it. He went up there and yelled and screamed after the little white kids got unfortunately unalived in their school. Then it turned out the local media there in Nashville reported allegedly that it was a trans shooter. He didn't come out and talk about that. Then the first thing these Democratic politicians like to get on is gun control, gun rights. Leaving the people who are law-abiding citizens left vulnerable. Because the criminals don't agree with or don't abide by any goddamn laws. But that's the Democratic playbook. Talk about something that you know you can't change, like gun laws. You're never going to defeat the NRA. And those of us out here who are masculine in our spirit as men, who want to fuck give your guns up? That's dumb. If they try to outlaw you from having guns, the law-abiding citizens, I guess people can break in. I guess all of us got to start getting pit bulls and those big old cargo big dogs and shit to have in our house. I don't know, it's weird. You know, the Democratic Party and Justin Pearson is about all that. He's an advocate for trans and minority groups and, as they say, po folks. Democrats aren't about black progress. They're about the advancement of their power source. That is illegal immigrants and all the weird groups. That's what they're about. And please don't ask me, Rico, what about Republicans? Well, District 9 was never represented by Republicans. It was supposed to be a district that was carved out for black representation in Congress. But we never had a black congressman. We had two mulattoes. We had a father by the name of Harold Ford, then his mulatto son that came from one of the most racist universities in Michigan. He came down out of touch, so out of touch with Memphis. He got the rule there, unopposed, barely ran unopposed. Nothing happened in District 9. He'll come down and blah, 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 blah. And then after that, we got an allegedly gay white Jew by the name of Steve Cohen. Nothing. So we've never really had any black representation. So if a Brent Taylor were to win, well, let's see what comes of it. Because the District 9, the black sections of District 9, which is all of it, never really got any, there were no benefits to having these so-called mulattoes and Jewish representatives in that congressional seat. Now we got a trans activist who does a good job with environmental justice, but he sucks. Otherwise, see what he's going to do, should he win, I think he's going to win. He's going to be up there and be another Jasmine Crockett. Get on people's nerves like he did in that state house. Running up on people like he can whoop ass and all that. Man, please. And guess what? People ate that up because it was him. But we've had black men and black women for decades in Memphis with the last name Muhammad who did that same standing up and speaking out, but black Memphis rejected them because they offended white folks. But because they were Nation of Islam or they were last name Muhammad, black Memphis rejected them. And that's the problem I have with the black community. Black men and women who actually love black people, who want to see black mothers and black fathers together, black children succeed in protection, y'all don't. And in that protection means offending white folks. Y'all don't like that. Because in order for them to do that, they have to be a Democrat. That's how you've lost some of the greatest minds that Memphis ever had to offer. You never vote for black men and black women who are actually black people in their mind, their spirit, and their soul. You don't. You get these little Greek affiliated or half homosexual or fully gay Democrats. And all they talked about since 24 is Trump. No policy. Well, we're going to make sure you get the vote. Nigga, we going to vote. And then in Memphis, my hometown, hell, they don't vote worth a damn anyway. And then it's a whole group of people who don't give a shit about voting. That is the young folks. Now, you might get some of the ones who come from some of the better high schools and stuff, come over there, believing that they're middle class. They'll follow behind these little Negro Democratic politicians. But it's like, why? All you're going to get is a bunch of speeches. That's all Democrats are good at, giving a bunch of speeches. They don't bring any money, any type of structural change to these black neighborhoods. They don't. If you don't believe me, you living in Memphis right now, ride through all the black neighborhoods. All of them got a black Democratic city councilman, a black Democratic county commissioner, a black state rep. And they all look like shitholes. Shout out to Orange Mound. Shout out to Hollywood and Chelsea. Shout out to Mississippi and Walk. Shout out to a lot of parts of Whitehaven. Shout out to all these areas with these so-called black Democratic representation. Rico, you must be a Republican. No, I'm a real black man. I'm not a person of a party. Cause see, what also pisses me off, what's up, Harold? What also pisses me off, you got these black Democrats whose children go to private white schools. They're in Memphis. Their children even live around your kids. And then you got these blacks who are able to get $4 raises on their jobs in Memphis, in Dallas, anywhere is a black city in Florida, wherever it is. You got these black folks, and again, it's not against the law. You can earn a lot of money, which we're supposed to. That should be our goal, because we live under capitalism. Who wouldn't be pursuing what's called the pursuit of capitalism? What I'm saying is, what I noticed in my hometown, so if it's happening in black Memphis, it's happening all across the country, and it's been happening for decades. You got these black people who do well on their jobs. And then they move out to the suburbs, white suburbs, and they send their kids to these white schools that are well-funded, and all their kids got white friends. And look, black people create Nolan Wells all over the country. He's just the one that's been, unfortunately, been put out there as pretty much the poster child for black folks who put their kid with one black child around all white people, and this shit happens. So continue to rest in peace. And also he's a Blasian, black and Asian. And what Asian community there? They've been kind of silenced on the Nolan Wells thing. He's half Asian. But anyway, as I was saying about the Democratic parties, Mr. Banks, Charles, you got these black folks who do well, and you're supposed to. I live in a suburb, but it's a little more multicultural than that. I don't live in no Collierville and no Arlington and Atoka and all that kind of mess. No, I don't live. I'm the only black family that I don't live in that kind of setup. But what I'm saying is, I don't have a problem with you moving away out of the crime, out of the vacancy, out of the desolence of the ghetto. See, here's my problem. While you're there in the ghetto, you're a Democrat, right? Then you move to your Arlingtons, your Atokas, your Lakelands, your Eads. You move to all those upper class suburbs that are white Republican represented in the State House and in Congress. There's some black folks that live in Marsha Blackburn's district. Did y'all know that? But y'all do that. But see, what y'all do is y'all tend to sleep Republican, but y'all talk black. And that's the problem I have with these Democrats in my hometown and anywhere else. But I'm from Memphis, so I'm talking to you, black Memphis. Y'all need to cut this shit out. You move to the white suburb, which is not against the law, and I'm not holding your feet to fire for that. What I'm pissed off about and always upset about is you go and you sleep Republican in those beautiful streets, your beautiful schools, all of those beautiful shopping areas and all the cool stuff. But then you bring your funk ass back to Chelsea, to Dave Wells. You bring your funk ass to Hollywood Community Center. You bring your funk ass to probably Whitehaven High School, and you tell those black people to vote for Democrat. That's the problem I have with your funk ass. You do that. How come you don't tell them to vote for the politicians where you sleep well at night? You hypocritical son of a bitch. Your kids live in beautiful suburbs, nice parks, quiet, clean streets. Those are Republican districts, you asshole, and you know it. But then you bring your funk ass back to Hollywood and Chelsea, your funk ass back to Whitehaven, your funk ass back to Orange Mound, your funk ass back to Binghamton. Everywhere is high poverty, high crime, and you tell them to vote for these same motherfuckers that keep it the goddamn ghetto? That's the problem I have with you motherfuckers. And that needs to be a conversation in black America. Why, when you move your funk ass to the white suburbs, you come back, you don't tell them, hey y'all, they doing something different out here in Germantown. Hey y'all, they doing something different out here in Arlington. Hey y'all, they doing something different out here in Atoka. They doing something different. And so why don't you tell them to vote for those politicians that make Germantown look like Germantown, make Arlington look like Arlington, Colleyville look like Colleyville, Atoka look like Atoka. How come you don't tell your folks to vote for politicians like that? Because you're a hypocrite son of a bitch. You are dedicated to a party, a political party that's never meant shit to black folks, you ignorant, backwards bastard, you. Can't stand you motherfuckers. You get out here and talk crazy to people because they don't want to vote for no punk-ass Kamala Harris. You talk crazy to black men and women who don't want to vote for no shitty-ass Democratic fucking politician who get on the same motherfucking script whenever they get elected. They know the script. Benign neglect. Shout out to Dr. Claude Anderson. Benign neglect. You don't say nothing about, say nothing on behalf of, or anything that appears to help black people specifically. Benign neglect. If you don't know that word, Google it, motherfucker. Look up Dr. Claude Anderson. He's been teaching us for over 45 fucking years. We still don't listen. You still vote like dumbasses. If I live in the goddamn ghetto, you think I will vote for motherfuckers to keep the ghetto the ghetto? But I want to challenge y'all who think I'm lying. All right, I told y'all the black section of Memphis. Now ride y'all slow asses through Rhodes College and go over there and look at Hind Park, right across the street from Springdale, off of Jackson. Springdale, the goddamn ghetto, the trap. But right across the street, you got Rhodes College. They seem to be doing fine. Then you just take your funk ass down Poplar, across from the library. Chickasaw Gardens right there. They seem to be doing fine. Take your weird ass over by Central High School down that street called, Peabody, all them white folks, all the news people live and shit. And then go down Central Avenue and look at those neighborhoods. All these white sections of Midtown and all parts of Memphis, they seem to be thriving even under this so-called bullshit as political government. So how come that 64% of black people are not thriving in Memphis? Because y'all keep voting for these dumbass, these bootleg, bought-off ass, punk-ass, liberal, democratic politicians. I said it, now debate it with your mammy. If you want to debate with me, it's gonna cost you some money. That's what I do. I share my thoughts. These are my thoughts, not yours. I know my hometown. I know the black neighborhoods in Dallas-Fort Worth. All of them look like shitholes, except for when they go into the white sections or the suburbs of Dallas-Fort Worth. And that shit is done by design, but y'all keep voting the same motherfuckers because they know how to give great speeches, but they never have any goddamn tangibles. Come on, Black Memphis. Y'all can't keep doing this shit. And so if Brett Taylor happens to pull it out, I ain't gonna be mad about it. I know he's a little sniveling, beady-eyed, little snake in the grass, spunk-ass, cracker, racist little bitch. But I'm tired of these closeted or outwardly trans, gay-ass, anti-black, punk-ass black liberals too. But I digress. This your man Rico. I'm Rico the Opinion. It's on YouTube, but on this page is my thoughts, not yours. I'll talk to y'all later. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Peace.